Okay, so we have issues, baby. Oh no, it was a fight. Lucha Libre, a racist fight. Um, Now everybody's like asking if these people who got beaten up were Hispanic, calling all the Latinos the racist third beating. Okay, and I saw a conversation people think they are Marion, like Kim Kardashian's dad. Okay, um, and there's a lot of Marions in Los Angeles. Um, I wonder what Robert Kardashian Jr. feel about that since he tried to get Mexican Latino gang, Chicano gang to beat up that darker skinned brother who had black China before the bisexual one. I wonder how he felt about that. Okay, and they do have American gangs over there too. Yes, they do. Okay, so let me leave it alone. I did my research on that too. Now, hey, you gotta know what's going on. You can't sit here and just be naive. That's why a lot of folks get in deep shit. Now, anybody can get in trouble, but you gotta be naive. Okay. Now, I don't curse it, but the Bible says people suffer of a lack of knowledge. Okay, so I had to read up about all this stuff. Yes, even I'm not in Los Angeles, but anyway, I'm way in California. To live and die in LA is a place to be. Gotta keep it together. To live and die in LA. Give it to my song. But they had the fight in LA. It was in LA, in California. California knows how to party, knows how to fight, and get ratchet. And getting ratchet. Shake it, mama. Shake it, baby. Okay. All right. So y'all go ahead and subscribe, okay, and go ahead and get your $5. Yes, get your $5 for the Dosh app, okay, so you can start shopping online and shopping locally. I'm gonna put the links on there when I upload this video. But that was a fight down there in crazy California. Yes, in ratchet, crazy, hot, sunny California. So supposedly some ethnic looking Europeans, or they were white passing people but mixed with something, or they were Armenian, or they were something, because they were darker hair. Yeah, they had darker features. They looked white, wasn't dark. So they had some mixing down the family tree, or if they were like a light skinned Latino trying to pass as white. I don't know. Most Latinos in Latin America are mixed. That's why people use Latino as a racial category. It's not technically a race, okay? But most Latinos in Latin America are Hispanics are mixed. Even here on this side of the border, not from Latin America, I'm Hispanic, Latino, because Latin is Spanish language. Because Spanish Creole, Spain used to own Louisiana, so some conquistador mixed with some black woman down there, and that's how my grandfather had last El Real, okay, and that spicy gumbo mixture. Yeah, that gumbo, yeah. If you ever ate any gumbo, it's like mofongo, which African, even in Cuba they eat mofongo, and in Veracruz, Mexico, they eat something like that as well, because the Africans say, yes, but I didn't know about research, so therefore, yes. So, it's sausage and rice, chicken, um, shrimp, crab, bell pepper, exactly. And so that's why I've been getting so spicy, hot, mad, cause that bell pepper Latin. Don't want to. Okay. So anyway, let me get to my subject. Let's get to such. So I don't know what these folks were. They had to be something. They ain't 100% white. They trying to do the Sarah Jane. Soon will become trouble the world. Trying to pass as white. Something. Because they don't look all that white. Well, anyway, they was acting white, racist, ratchet. They called the Hispanic couple, mostly Mexican descent, because not all Latinos in California are Mexican, but majority are. Used to be California used to be part of Mexico, okay? Let's know our history, okay? Just like here in Texas was part of Mexico until they stole it over slavery. That's why I love Mexico, okay? And I'm from Houston, named after a slave master, all right? Slave master, okay? So we already know about the history. I've been talking about that for a while. That's why I'm saying how folks who are African American Hispanic will go up to 45 to near Huntsville by Sam Houston College and stand by this little stupid idol statue. Now, nothing wrong having statues, but they show, let me know, you know, don't get me wrong to show veneration to that person represent, like you should veneration to your mother's picture, okay? That's what, you know what I'm saying? But these Protestants, they talk about they like statues. Well, they sure got a statue there. They got mad. The white race Protestants got mad when they trying to take them conservative statues. Yes. See why us Catholics, we the first Christians, no offense to be anti-Protestant up in here, and those statues are not anti-God. The Exodus 25, they did, God did say to make those images in Exodus 25 is when you use this image to worship somebody. That's when you become bad. Okay, thank you. Right. So anyway, let's get to the subject. Trying to be theological up in here. That's why we have statues. Exodus 25. Thank you. Remember, and also the snake that Moses made in Numbers. Okay, they don't even know about these images. Is that the false interpretation of the Bible, the folks misinterpret our faith. Okay? And that's not my prophecy. According to 2 Peter chapter 2, chapter 1, 2, 21. I'm sorry to say this, but when people talk about faith, I know I'll be defensive, I'll be anti, but don't be talking about doggone faith. Okay, thank you. I'm a convert to it. Okay, since 13. And I went through a whole lot of problems with people distorting the scripture. Now, one of St. Peter said it is a distortion of the scripture, leading to destruction in his third chapter of the second letter. Hello. 15 and 17. Now, it's how bipolar, thank you, and all the other stuff. And even us African American people, we should know that, okay? Because they distort the Bible for us slaves. Why we have a generational destruction. And I can, hello, thank you, our white man's ancestor distort the Bible, who Anglo, and they did all that stuff. It sure did. Now, anyway, let's get to the subject. These racist white, supposedly, because I don't think they all that white. They was having a road rage with this Hispanic couple, mostly Mexican American, and then they got out the truck, and so the Hispanic woman and her daughter, somebody called laws. Laws, they take forever, especially when you're a people of color. Okay, so the couple supposedly white, but look ethnic in some way. Don't look all that white. Something in a bloodline. Okay. Came out and called and started acting ratchet, hood rat, suburban hood rat, a trailer park hood rat, and didn't do nothing. Privilege didn't do nothing. Came out and said, call these folks beaners, and tried to attack the couple. The Hispanic couple, the Latino couple, came out, and that big Latino dude whooped their ass. And then the big Latino sister, she came out there and she tore the clothes off. She was in WWF Divas. I'm not lying. Now, I'm not making fun of what happened to the Hispanic woman, the Puerto Rican woman, and lean on me. Welcome to the jungle with them sisters acting ratchet, acting ghetto ratchet, and beating them. Welcome to the jungle. Remember she put her makeup on? But it reminded me of that scene on Lean on Me before Joe Clark cleaned the school out when she came out there, but actually the sisters were wrong. The Spanish woman in the restroom who Puerto Rican put makeup on was in the right. But unfortunately, in this situation, Latino woman was in the right, and suppose this white woman was in the wrong, looking ethnic. Okay, I don't know what the heck she in her family. Something Indian, some Cherokee, something. No, they didn't do no $5 in that situation. No, it had to be a Native American in their family. So they got on some black person, somebody pass, because they don't look all that white. They look white enough to pass, but you question, like, what's in your family tree besides white? Are you lying? Well, anyway, the shirt came off like they about to be girls going wild up in there without no lesbian anything, okay? They took the shirt off and everything. Oh, yes, they did. Tore that shirt off. She almost went butt naked, bare chested. No offense to Janet Jackson, but it reminded me of the Super Bowl back in 2004. No offense. I love Miss Janet Jackson, okay? When Justin Timberlake did that wrong thing to her, okay? I don't know what the heck was wrong up in there. And they was acting a fool. Acting a tonto. Tonto means fool in Spanish. They were acting the pinche tonto ways. I don't know what the hell going on. Because Trump coming in office, do the state dash, the Blaxican donation. Yeah, it's okay, state dash. Her white daddy. And these white folks are those trying to pass with some mixed DNA. Mixed, it's mixed. That's why I claim myself mixed. Mixed is mixed. I mean, you can be dark like Western. Your DNA ain't 100% African. You still a multiracial person, a Mongol, whatever you want to call yourself. I'm not, you know, but if your kids come lighter than you, natural. Thank you. Hello. That's the reason why you may came out dark, but your kids come out a little bit lighter, a lot. Yeah, even if you come with a dark skin, the DNA still mixed with some white and native something in that family tree. So therefore, you ain't no damn pure. Okay, I'm getting tired of people faking to be pure, and then folks who admit that we're mixed, like myself, we get scrutinized for fake pure people, fake monoracial people. Isn't it so sad? Fake monoracial people want to pass as pure this because they have self-hate within their family tree. But someone like me who love all the parts of my family tree, we get scrutinized. And then the fake ones always, yeah. So anyway, if I call these folks, I don't think these folks is all that white looking. They don't look all that white. I'm sorry. Some ethnic mixing, not no cleansing. Some mixing in that favor. Some European mixed with some non-European in that bloodline. God doggone. Well, it was trying to do the white races, KK wretchedness towards these Mexican Americans, and the Mexican Americans whooped their ass. Yeah, they got an ass whooping. They got a beat down. They got a bio beat down. And I'm glad that big old Latino man whooped his ass. And I'm glad that big old Latino sister whooped that white woman. Supposedly, what the heck? I doubt they pure whiteness. I'm sorry. But they was acting like white racists, ratchet ass motherfuckers. Now, I ain't taking no. Call somebody a beta. Yeah. I'm the one to let you know since that I don't know what the fuck they mixed with or down the family tree or whoever said these races. I mean to remind y'all that I do support that California is Mexico, okay, in Texas. And he come out and say, people hate miss you, those are brainwashed coconuts, you doggone fool. Just like you coon fool. Pocho coconuts and plantation coons have whitewashed mentality. Regardless of accuracy of Hispanic. Everybody fight each other. Don't even know the history that accuracy and people mixed and pure crossed the Rio Grande we became wet blacks. To get away from massa here in Texas. I would too. If I was there, I would roll in the river like more better than 10 times. To get away from I ain't gonna be called on top of niggas. I don't call myself no nigga with ERA. I have high standard about myself. That's pride. Pride and deep love is what Aretha Franklin, the queen of soul, God rest her soul. That was she said, pride and deep love, pride and deep love. Whoa, thank you. I don't call myself no nigga. Now, I would got out that doggone plantation and when you talk about roll in the river, get away from massa. Rolling in the river. I'm getting away from massa, and going to Mexico. You doggone right, I would. Thank you. So I was saying, see, I know my history. I am for to recognize the Southwest was part of Mexico because the white Anglos, the Trump supporters, please hear me out. They had a manifest destiny to span slavery. And that's why they stole the Southwest for slavery. So any Afghanistan person come here acting like Cat Williams or like acting like Porcho Lopez, got them coon and Porcho Lopez and Cat Williams in Phoenix. Who is doing racist type voodoo in Phoenix? Is it Joe Apiro down there in Arizona? I don't know what the heck. It's so much racism down there in Phoenix. I don't know what's going on in Arizona. What's going on? The Southwest used to be more liberal and open, but I guess when Klan mentality and stupid minorities suck up to the Klan mentality because their boss is the Klan, that's why they start hating on each other. They put a Klan, Odin. That's yeah. No, actually no, it's true. White supremacists who reject Christianity, knowing that Christianity do not accept racism. But many people misinterpret and distort the Bible for it. Okay? Have Odin, whatever is a god, Odin, some pagan god during the pre-Christian days of Europe. Okay? And they believe in this Odin god, okay? And that's what actually, no, if you know your research, James Bird Jr., James, James, James Bird, not James, yeah, I'm talking about, yeah, James Bird Jr. Case, okay, Bird Jr. case, the man that killed him, that did that horrific situation, that the hate crime, that demonic hate crime. Not only he believed in the devil, okay, the king, what's his name? Was it Robert? Robert, whatever guy's name. He was got death penalty, okay. And see how it happens? Death penalty. Hello. He was the real reason why that he did that, because he actually in his white supremacist group, they believe in the god of Odin, whatever it's called. So Odinism. So I guess Joe Apiro in Arizona, and folks in the government put some hoodoo witchcraft spell, and it evoked the spirit of racism amongst the people, not just the white people, but the people of color. So that's why I think that when George Lopez, and before that, Cat Williams made these racial jokes, being stupid, okay, acting like Donald Trump of color, that's what caused that. I do believe that, no, for real, they be invoking the spirits. That no, for real. Esoterical stuff, yes, I do believe it. I don't believe that Illuminati stuff, but no, these whites, even in the cops, they belong to white supremacists. They belong to gangs, Ku Clan type stuff, Nazis, and many believe in oldism. That's why they don't have no soul to kill somebody. I mean, you get my point? So, it is true. And them two guys who were fathers of King that killed James in Jasper, Texas, they were stupid. That's why they actually was crying when they got death penalty. But this man didn't have no fear. It's like dumb demon, branded conscious demon. That's Odinism, Odin, Adon, whatever. It's some type of, it's Odin, Odin, yeah, for real. The god of Odin in paganism, that's like it's like in Santeria, they have Agun, rich, that like an iron type. Yes, for real. I'm not lying, baby. Yes. So I do believe that these other folks probably claim to be Christian, but in fake, but behind closed doors they not. I ain't trying to sound like an acquisition situation up in here. No offense, what happened back in the day, but no, that's what it was. A lot of folks don't know that there were bad Catholics and good Catholics, but the reason why it started, because you had non-Christian Catholics pretending to be Christian Catholics who was coming in the church to promote their heresy. That's what started. But people in Spain who had a bad, individually, not all, had a bad conscience, misused it. That folks don't understand. That's why they had to get Jews. That's exactly, okay? Because you have people passing as, let's say, if I was became a Jew by conversion, and I'm just still anti-Semitic, but pretending just to get that. Do you get my point? Just faking, and spiritually, you're not really what you say you are. Okay, so that's what I think. No, I believe the same thing. Well, you have the same thing with folks who practice witchcraft, who claim to be Christian. You have folks who do voodoo, who do voodoo in Santeria, Santa Muerte, Wicca, and they say they're Christian. They know in the Christian community, whether it be Catholic or Protestant, they will not tolerate it, so they hide it. And I know someone in the hood who was attacking my Catholic. She's an anti-Catholic, and she's a Protestant, even though, but she practices voodoo. Yes, behind closed doors. I know someone in the hood for real. Me and that one almost got arrested with trying to fight me. Okay, yes, oh big old hell. I can't stand that old fat nasty ass bitch. Sorry to cuss that on Christ I write myself. But for real, I'm not lying. Yes, that was a crazy day. Okay, well, no, for real, they were hidden that, and I actually met people who actually don't think it's wrong. Like it was some African people who say I'm Christian, I'm Baptist, whatever, but they actually do the Ouija board, and then the Hispanic friend do Santeria. I'm not lying, so I would be shocked they do some drugs together. No, actually, for real, the reason why all that the demonic stuff in the drug culture is because of occult practices. A lot of folks don't understand that when people cut heads off and stuff, that's occult practices. Yes, you have Christian people who are not being Christian doing it, but when you heavily invest in the spiritual realm of that, the devil takes, like in Mexico, the cartels practice Santa Muerte, okay? Just like even when in the Caribbean, like in Haiti, not all people. I'm not sure, but that stuff goes on. Yes, like for example, the Bush Reagan situation. I don't even think they were a Christian. For them to bring drugs here and then just to get people killed and people on the stuff. That's why folks start sexually abusing kids because they no for real. You'll hear the story about people getting high and next thing they're molesting their children and next thing they don't know and you know what I'm saying. And beating their wives and everything. I mean, Nicki Minaj, daddy was on crack. That's why she fought her daddy. Remember her mom who's mixed with Japanese and black? Okay, in Trinidad, her dad was East Indian and black. Okay, Mr. Mirage was beating on her when he was on crack. When he left Trinidad and went to New York, and that's what Carol Mirage. So Minaj is the stage name. I mean, Nicki is Mirage. That's an East Indian Hindi name. Okay, for real. Not to get all detail off the subject, but that's why when the crack, because people don't understand. I used to watch EWTN. Father John Carrappa, he no longer a priest no more because he got caught in the sex of not no kids. He used to be a playboy before he became a priest. Okay, he used to be on drugs and everything. White, Irish, Italian man. And I guess the lust came back in after when he was a playboy to priest. I think that's the one that they made a book like that, right? It's on Ignatius Press. Anyway, when he was in his ministry before he resigned, getting caught what he was doing, because I believe the women was telling the truth when he harassed the women. His playboy days came in. That's why he resigned. He used to be the fiery priest on EWTN Saturday nights. I didn't agree with some of the things that he said. But one of the things he did say when he used to be in the drug business in Hollywood law in California, he said that they would bring a satanic priest from churches, things like that, and when they bring the drugs in, and they would curse the drugs. And the drugs, when you get on the street, they'd be sold. That's why drug dealers make money. They love money. We're all evil. So that's the reason why people do sell their children for sex, sleep with dogs. I heard all type of stories for crack. Do homosexual sex. I mean, drugs. They do. Yes, like don't be drinking in the juice. That in the mid-side. No, that stuff goes on, y'all, for real. So it's a curse, a spirit from the devil. So that's why these horrific stuff happens in the hood, okay? Because you have already cursed drugs coming to the hood. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and lie about that. It's a spiritual rhythm. So when you hear these hate crimes and these people behind closed doors practicing odiism, that's the reason why. Yes, yes. For real, the God of odiism, a fake God. So what it was, the white supremacists went backtrack because they know true Christianity does not respect racism. People just throw the Bible for racism. It's what it is. And so they backtracked to the pre-Christian days when the Catholic Church converted the people in Northern Europe, okay? Remember, Jesus told the apostles to go to teach all nations and Jews to reject. That's why Peter went to Rome. First Peter chapter 5:13. Okay, that's why the church St. Peter Basilica 5:13. The church here in Bible. Okay, so they're going to go teach the pagans or the Gentiles Christianity. Well, before they went up to north, like in Ireland, somewhere in the Anglo-Saxon area, England and German area, whatever Germanic area, they had the people was practicing the god of odiism. And God is a God, a warrior, and it's like a goon in the Santeria in the Yoruba religion in Africa. And so when they commit these crimes, they believe in Valhalla. That's another God. I'm not lying. I've been doing research on this, and that's why they fuel racism. Like they don't have a soul because they have affect another God, a dumb demon in them. So a lot of folks don't realize that. No, for real, it is what it is. So when they come out, like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if they are white by classification or check their genetic background, okay? But they invested in this belief system. That's why they bold to come out and attack you, to call you a nigger or whatever stupid racist slurs. So that's why it's a spirit. So that's why I said that. You see why I said esoterically doesn't sound like Love BT? You were real that I believe Joe Apiro or his supporters invest in putting that God in Arizona. Because why is it you have all these hate crimes happening, and not only against white people doing it to minorities, but minorities doing it to each other? Okay, I met racist people from Arizona on social media back in 2003. He used to be a troll, a Mexican dude, Miss American. He born Mexican, but he got Americanized. Okay, and he was very racist on Mejite. Okay, I never forget that back in the day. For real, it's like, and I'm like, and you hear about Joe Apiro, you hear about them, racial profile of Mexican folks for immigration, you hear anti-black crimes happening in Arizona. So you hear that stuff. That's why. So when I hear George Lopez, and Cat Williams doing this racist stunts, act like Kramer, okay, something's going on here. Okay, I believe in some way, let God reveal me the truth. I don't know if I'm not God, but it is a spirit of what they're doing, and that's why the racism is going on. So going back to the situation about, I had to be serious in my talk. I've been comical earlier in my message, but no, for real, it's a God of Odieism, Odie, whatever it's called, in Valhalla, whatever it's called. That's what these people are practicing undercover, and it is evoking a spirit to do these evil things. Because it's not godly to do that way. I'm not perfect, either and wrong, but it's not godly to be acting like that, to harass people on the freeway or the street and call folks beaners or niggers or anything else. That's not normal. So these white race people are supposedly white, make something but claim to be white 100%, had a nerve to act a fool and call these Hispanic folks the bird. And they got their behind beaten too. They showed did. They got their I mean, cuss, I don't speak the future, but they got their ass whooped. They showed did. And they deserve it. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm too wrong to right, but no, don't harass nobody trying. Well, actually, you have a right to defend yourself. For real. Okay? Spirit, yes, Christian, you have a right to defend yourself. Okay? I forgot what I read. And I'll go back check on that. But no, that's why I believe in guns. Okay, not to go kill somebody, but to defend yourself. Okay, I'm a liberal, but I believe in Second Amendment. Okay, and if I was a governor of New York or California, I'm not sitting here stopping folks because I bet you in the hood, in barrios, in them ghettos, in East LA, South Central, Compton, and even in New York, Bronx, and Brooklyn, and Queens, I bet you if a person with no criminal record will have a gun with them, all that jumping and acting a fool mess will not be going on. Okay? Because the reason why the gun law stopped people because the Black Panthers carried it, but see how it messed up white and other folks too? So you understand? So no, I am a liberal. I am a liberal that believes in Second Amendment. I'm not no Hillary Clinton support when it comes to that, because they live in nice homes, eating shrimps or the ghetto version scrimps, and living good. And but some of us ain't living like that. Ain't living glamorous. The glamorous life is with the glamorous life is Sheila E. and Fergie say both of them part Mexican. Sheila E. is part Creole, Black Creole and Mexican, and Fergie, great grandma was Mexican, and she had Native American. She full blown white woman, and the glamorous life, okay, but 1980s and 2000 version, okay, for real. So no, for real, no. We not living the luxury life where safety and laws actually do their job, okay, in those areas. No, we living in, we got corrupt cops in the area, and thugs in the badges, and thugs who sell dope and act of food, and they make sure it's in minority areas, in private areas, okay? What about the gentrified areas, okay? There you go. So that's what I'm not involved for those wrinkled Hillary Clinton, rotten Clinton, okay? She can talk about living without no guns because she got the laws with guns protecting her area. I'm not living like that. So I'm a liberal and realistically and believe in carrying guns and believe that folks in public houses and everything else should have guns. You don't have to need a laws calling because nobody can come and break your house if you got a gun, okay? You know how to use it properly. You got your license to carry. Baby, it's good, and I'm for it. I don't care. And one thing, before old trash bag mixed with African, Hispanic, and Native American on his monster Peru in white Anglo, the thug of Florida, George Zimmerman. I am for stand your ground. Let me say something, okay? He misinterpreted that law, harassing Trayvon being racist, trying to show off on white people being told to post a coconut trash For white folks, they still treat him like the N word or whatever because he don't like no white dude. You know, Mijo Lorazo, the new 12, even though daddy white, okay, he still look ethnic, and he messed up that law. I am for stand your ground, cause you have a bunch of stupid people out here in laws who don't do their job, who's stupid, lazy, on the clock, on wasting taxpayer money, worse than welfare and food stamps and what other Section 8 program folks trying to talk bad about wasting tax. They know that's why I'm for stand the ground law. Because let me tell you something, 9 out of 10, a forgive me, a motherfucker who want to act a fool, act thus, harass, won't harass that person. I tell you that no more. They'll harass someone is vulnerable. Criminals look for vulnerable people. Okay? Just like these criminals that came out the truck or car, whatever, try to attack these Mexican Americans. They thought they were bisons. They thought the Pisces, they was called them Beaners and everything else, but no, they were no Pisces, the Chicanos, and they gave them a bio ass whoop, okay? And I bet you won't call nobody a Beaner no more. And of course, it says inside about Bible, when you try to attack somebody, harass somebody, I ain't gonna sit here, no. Shoot, that look at it wasn't me. I'm not Mexican. I'm mixed with Spanish Creole, African American French Creole. I don't know and you call me nigga, speak whatever, and make all stupid racial stuff. I'm gonna come out. I said, come on to my car. I got something for you. Come on to my car. Okay, plop. And I said, man, hey, film that before I start shooting, because I don't want nobody trying to say I'm through, didn't look and everything. No, I defended myself, stand of the ground law. Okay, I bet you. Someone suggests to me. One of them white race people here in Houston on Facebook told me I should go to California and be a politician in a career. I think I should do it. I think I should. I should become a politician in California because I will pass the law to carry a pistol. I don't care. Them folks who are against that, and I'm liberal, but them wealthy white folks, and I'm mixed white, live in better homes where the law do their job. No, in the hood, the body, or any of the almost gentrified areas. Low province, minority, color areas do not have that security. That's all I gotta say.